Hello, good people. Kat here. I want to take you very quickly inside of my 14-week unit based on Sean Covey's text, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. You can download it on my website, but first I'm going to take you over to the 300 plus page PDF. So you have a general idea of what's included so you can decide prior to purchasing if this is something that is going to work for you and your students. Now, I do include the ELA Common Core Standards at the beginning of this text, right after the table of contents. I also have the standards that aligned with each day's lesson written on each of the daily lesson plans, which I'll show you at the very end of this video. It is no exaggeration to say that this unit is going to save you a minimum of 100 hours of planning time. I have revised and refined and edited the material and the lesson plans in this unit over the course of several years. So it will quite literally save you 100 hours of planning time. So these are just the ELA Common Core Standards aligned with the unit. This is a pre and post assessment that you can give your students prior to and then after reading the text, which just helps them to anticipate the main ideas, the main principles covered in the text. Here's another little mini lesson, an anticipation activity, an exit ticket. And each chapter of the text will have comprehension questions for the students to reflect and genuinely internalize the principles, the concepts that they're learning about. And you'll be able to download this in a PDF. You can instruct your students to write their journal entries to the comprehension questions, either in a Google Doc or in a notebook, whichever you prefer. So every chapter of the text has multiple comprehension and reflection questions, as you can see here. I'm just going to scroll through here. And students at the end of the unit will be required to write a reflective essay. Here's a reflective essay rubric. Here is one of the reflective essay structure guides to help struggling writers. This gives them some sentence stems, some paragraph starters. Here is the second structure guide. So it's a little more intensive scaffolding for students who struggle a little more with the writing. Just gives them a little extra support. And then I have a sample reflective essay written in its entirety that reflects on each of the principles that Covey outlines in his book. I always feel like these exemplars are especially helpful to writers of every age. Here's a personal reflection students can fill out after reading the book. Each day, you will start the lesson with a daily oral language activity. So students will work on grammar and mechanics exercises for the first 5 to 7 minutes of every day. Each of the DOL paragraphs, which students will add punctuation to, are aligned with the principles in the 7 habits. So you're reinforcing the 7 habits through these daily DOL exercises while also teaching students how to use grammar and punctuation correctly. And we all know they all need direct instruction with grammar and mechanics. They simply do not learn it by osmosis. So this will be really effective and just a really great bell ringer writing warm up to start every class period, which is great for creating daily routine. It's great for behavior management. And then, of course, you have the DOL teacher key here with all of the correct grammar and punctuation added. And after the DOL, I'm just going to kind of run through this very quickly here. There is a suggested video list. So I typically would front load each chapter with some related videos, just so the kids aren't solely reading. That way they're engaging with the information in various ways. So videos are very helpful. Your PDF will have hyperlinks, so you can just click on these videos. I have also provided a summary for each of the videos. So those are videos aligned with the first chapter. Here are some YouTube videos aligned with the second chapter, the private victory, videos for the third chapter, and so on and so forth. So I have these videos for every section of the text. Here's a summary rubric. Students will have to write various summaries throughout the unit. There are countless mini lessons. This is a mini lesson. This is a mini lesson. Another mini lesson, reflection activity, another mini lesson, another mini lesson. Here's another mini lesson based on the science of happiness. And this is followed by some comprehension questions based on the science of happiness and a teacher key. And then there is a habit tracker, another mini lesson, some paragraph prompts. All of these paragraph prompts align with the ideas discussed throughout the text: integrity, kindness, discipline, passion, gratitude, positive thinking, so on and so forth. And then we have an editor's checklist. Also included in this unit is a mini unit, a subunit based on happiness and success principles presentation. So here is a rubric for the happiness principles presentation, paragraph rubric, and here you will see what the daily lesson plans look like. Again, you can see these are hyperlinks within your PDF, so you can see all of the daily ELA Common Core Standards aligned for each day's lesson. I have the content objectives as well as the content language objectives. And then I have each day's activities. If there is a video to watch that day, there'll be a hyperlink within the PDF, so you can easily just go through your daily lesson plans and click on the corresponding materials that relate to each day, like so. So I'm going to kind of scroll down very quickly. Now, also within this unit, I'm going to go through these lesson plans here. We're going to move down to page 238. I've also included an argumentative essay unit, which just pairs really beautifully with Sean Covey's text. This argumentative essay unit is based on a very engaging film, which you can find on Amazon Prime, called The Secret, which is based on this idea of the law of attraction, which simply put is this idea that your thoughts, be they negative or positive, attract circumstances, negative or positive, into your life. Now, what's just really fascinating about this topic is that students will easily argue against it or easily argue for it. The main idea here in using this film, The Secret, as the argumentative essay prompt is that it is 1000% engaging. Kids absolutely love watching the film, and they can easily format an argument for or against the law of attraction. So I just have a bunch of teacher notes here on the film, the basic principles. There's some comprehension questions based on the film to make sure your students are engaged, but I promise you they will be. It's really just super highly engaging video. And here are some daily oral language exercises for grammar mechanics to use. Really doesn't matter if the kids argue for or against the law of attraction. Again, what's important is it's just an engaging topic. And here are some structure guides for that argumentative essay. And this is also a sample essay completed. So they can see how to structure an argument, including your concession and your rebuttal. Here is an argumentative essay rubric, and here are the lesson plans for that subunit on the argumentative essay. And then this unit will end with the mini unit on happiness and success presentation. So here are lesson plans specifically for the presentation. So after reading Covey's text, after reading the argumentative essay unit, they will do a success and happiness principles presentation. And here are the lesson plans for that. And there you go. Now, this unit can be found, you can download it instantly on my website, animcaracat.com. So you're going to go to ANAMCARACAT.com. You are going to click here on teacher resources, or you can click here on teacher resources, and it will be one of the very first resources listed on my page. Also note, if you're an ELA teacher, the majority of resources on my website are free. So if you are a homeschooling parent or a secondary ELA teacher, this site is going to be like your dream come true. I also have several resources here, writing resources for elementary teachers as well. So my unit, again, this is a 14-week unit, includes detailed daily lesson plans, more than 300 pages of engaging resources that have been meticulously designed, refined over the years. Students absolutely love this unit. I actually really enjoy teaching the unit, and it is on sale now. So you can go to the website and get another very brief breakdown of exactly what's included. But I just wanted to provide that overview via YouTube. So you can get a closer look. As a single parent myself, I have always been hesitant to waste a single dollar, and I totally understand that. And I don't want you to spend your money on this unit if you're not convinced that this is going to work for you and your students. So hopefully that gives you some insight that will be helpful in helping you to decide. And if for some reason this isn't a unit you're interested in, then again, go visit my website. And I mean, I have countless resources. Many of them are free. Many of them have social emotional learning elements embedded within them. I'm very passionate about teaching to the social emotional domain, and you'll see that by my resources. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by. Again, animcaracat.com.